good morning. This is Leroy McFall. Here I am in my little home studio. My steel guitar and all. And it's 22 November, Tuesday. Pretty nice day out today. Sun's shining nicely, and what I'm going to do today, I've been telling people that I was going to upgrade my studio. And some of the things I have been using for years is very old materials. However, I have found that today you can get equipment cheaper and better than you could, let's say, when I bought mine 30 years ago, and I'm still using it. Anyway, we're going to take a look at that. So just hang on and I'll get the new equipment together. Now, as I had stated, I had told the people I wanted to update my studio, and I wanted to get rid of some of the old equipment. And this equipment I had years ago was all analog, of course, and it was getting hard to match up analog to the computer. When I would drop down my analog recordings into the computer, a lot of times I'd get an RF hum. So to be able to bring digital into my studio, I ordered an item. It's made by Tascam, as you can see on the overview here. Tascam made a little studio, you might say, a recorder, a digital recorder, and the model is DP006. As you can see, it's very small, and this replaces much equipment that I have in my studio right now. It's analog, probably 100 times bigger. And what I've been able to do, I use it a little bit different. I can use some of my equipment, maybe run my steel guitar through there, run my music through there, and what I'm doing is a lot of integration. And integration is considered as putting an instrument to something that's already been recorded and then integrating that in so people can hear what it sounds like with in my case, with a steel guitar. And a lot of times people want to hear what it would sound like with a steel guitar in, and but they can't afford to get a steel player. Well, anyway, the Tascam DP006 is a very good little instrument. It's cheap. It costs about $150, and you can do at least 4 tracks in it. I think there's ways you can do more tracks as I study it, get a little bit better with it, but I have found many uses for it right now. I can hook it up to my equipment over here when I'm playing the steel guitar. I can put my basses in on one track. What I do is I drop my basses. My basses is the pre-recording that I'm going to integrate my steel to on one track, like track 1, and then on track 2 I'll play the steel. That way I can adjust the mix finer. And once I get that done in here, I just unplug it over there from my studio over here, and then I plug it into my computer here. This takes a few little cords and plug it in and run it into my computer studio, and then I can take and I don't give it any RF hum out of this. It's a very clear, distinct sound, better than I've ever made. And I've made a lot of YouTubes with my analog equipment, probably 200 YouTubes, and a lot of times you get that RF hum in them, and that's not necessarily good. But I'm going to give a little demonstration of what it sounds like. I'm going to plug the Tascam into the camera and play it so you get that distinct sound. It'll be an old country song with Jim Whitaker singing and me integrating the steel guitar.